this is Pooja and welcome to Food Without Borders. Today we'll be making a banana bread. This is a paleo, gluten-free banana bread. Now what paleo really means is it does not have any processed sugar and it does not have any grain or gluten in it. Now this recipe is really dear to me. I must say it's my baby because it took me 6 months to create this recipe and perfect this recipe. So without further ado, let's get started with the ingredients. Here I have some ripe bananas. These are the kinds that normally people don't eat. The skin gets really dark and you're almost about to throw it. Some eggs, avocado oil or coconut oil or any odorless oil of your choice. I have a combination of dried fruits here. I have some unsweetened shredded coconut, roughly chopped pecans, cranberries, and medjool dates, some vanilla extract, some baking soda, and some baking powder. Now, if you're using baking powder, make sure to get the gluten-friendly or paleo-friendly kind, some salt, almond meal or almond flour, and at the end, I have some maple sugar and some shredded coconut, and I'll be sprinkling it on top of the banana bread. So the first step would be to incorporate the dry ingredients. So here in this bowl, I have my almond flour. To that, I will add the baking soda, baking powder, and salt. With a little spatula, I will mix it all together. Okay, so this is done. Now, I am going to get all my dry fruits and a mixing bowl here. You see the number of dishes I use? I think the dishwasher in my family would be really unhappy today. I'm going to put all these dry fruits in this bowl. And then, just with a teaspoon, I am going to put some of that dry ingredient mix into the dry fruit mix. Now, I'm doing this because I don't want the dry fruits to sink in the bottom of the banana bread. I want them to nicely disperse, so this kind of helps it. So I had to go back and wash my hands quickly because my hands were really sticky. So now we have the dry fruits done as well. Now we'll prep the bananas. These are really ripe bananas, so you don't have to do anything. With a fork, you just have to smash it. We will combine all these ingredients together. You could do it 2 ways. One, you could do it with your hand, or you could use a machine, a handheld mixer or a standing mixer. I'm using a standing mixer today. So to this, I will add eggs, the oil. These are all the liquid ingredients. The vanilla extract. And the banana. I am putting my whisk attachment here. So I am going to whisk it until all the ingredients are nicely combined. Looks like my liquid ingredients are mixed well. I am going to remove the whisking attachment here and then add the paddle attachment. To this, I will start adding the dry ingredients. Trying to be very careful because almond flour is a very expensive flour because it's just pure almonds and you don't want to waste it. It would be a shame if it falls all over the counter. Now we'll combine the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients. So my ingredients have nicely combined. It took me about 6 to 7 minutes. I am going to remove the attachment. To this, I will add the nuts. And I'm not going to rigorously mix it. All I'm doing is folding. So the process is circular motion from bottom to the top. That's all. The intent here is not to overmix it. This is all done. So here's a loaf pan that I've lined with some parchment paper. I also have my oven heating up at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 176.6 degrees Celsius. I am going to pour this batter into the loaf pan. This is like liquid gold, so I'm going to make sure I scrape every bit of it. So I am spreading this nice and evenly in this loaf pan. I have the maple sugar and the coconut, and you can skip the maple sugar if you wish. If you don't have maple sugar, you could even use brown sugar, but that wouldn't make the recipe paleo, by the way. And then just sprinkle this on top. When the coconut on the top is nicely toasted and the sugar kind of caramelizes it, it just looks very, very beautiful. There you go. This is done. I am going to pop this in the oven for somewhere between 45 to 60 minutes. And then when we come back, you'll watch me plow through it. This is all done. It took about 55 minutes to bake this. Now it varies on your oven, which is why I said from 45 minutes to 60 minutes. After 45 minutes, I would suggest you stick a toothpick or a knife to see whether it's all done or not. If it comes out clean, you know it's done. And then I let it sit on the counter for about 20-30 minutes so that, you know, it cools down a little, which also helps the banana bread to stay together. Now let's do the tasting. Ooh, just when I thought that this episode was coming to an end without me making a mess. And there you go. I'm living up to my name, mess maker. Oh my gosh. So good. It's moist. If you can see, the nuts are quite perfectly dispersed in the bread. It's so good. Now for the measurements and the written version of the recipe, I will leave a link in the description box. And go try this recipe and let me know what you think, and I will see you next week. Bye.